Hi, this is Dustin Burrell with CIS 241. Today we're going to be doing our activity number 2 for this term, MCSA Guide to Configuring Advanced Microsoft Windows Server 2012 R2 Services book. We're starting our activity on page 52, adding a DC to a 412 412 DOM1 domain. The equipment you're going to need is 412 Server 1 and 412 Server 2. So make sure those are both turned on. And basically turn on and log on the 412 server 2 as an administrator with password02, and log on the 401 server 1 as administrator if necessary also. So we're going to go to 401 server 1 first. On 401 server 1, open server manager if necessary, click tools, and then active directory domains and trust from the menu, and then we're going to right click 412 DOM1 local, and then we're going to go inside our properties and click the trust tab. Inside the trust tab you want to click 412 forest2.local right here. In the domains trusted, click 412 forest2.local in the domains trusted by this domain list box, and we're going to remove this so we can add a new DC. So remove the first 412 forest2.local, remove it. In the Active Directory Domain Service dialog box, which we're looking at right now, click Yes, remove the trust from both the local domain and the other domain. It's going to ask for some credentials for your username and password. 412 forest2 and then / administrator. Probably help if I'm in the dialog box here. Might be freezing up. There might be times during this video periodically I'm losing a connection. Yeah, there it is. The connection has been lost. Try to reconnect. It'll just take a second. Okay, yes, remove it. Sorry about that. Okay, so forest. Oh, let's see here. Lost my place. 412 forest 2, of course. 412 forest 2 / administrator. And in the password text box, password02. Make sure your P is capitalized. And then it's going to ask, are you sure you want to remove the outgoing trust with the 412 forest2.local domain? Click yes. Okay. The credentials you entered for 412 forest2.local, maybe I entered them incorrect here. Let's try it again. 412 forest2.local. Click remove. Yes, remove. Then we're going to put in yes, remove the trust. In the username text box, type 412 forest2 412 forest2 / administrator. ADMINISTRATOR /2 and then in the password text box, capital P A PASSWORD 02. Are you sure you want to move it? Yes. Okay, we got it that time. I just typed it in incorrectly. Now repeat step 3 for the incoming trust, which we just did, like right here. Get rid of this guy. On remove also, yes, remove. Okay. Are you sure you want to remove? Yes, we are sure. And now we got to go back over to 4.1 server 2, open the server manager and click manage. So let's cruise over there, 4.1 server 2, click manage, and we're going to remove some roles and features from the menu to start the remove roles and feature wizard. So remove roles and wizard, roles and features, not wizards. And then before you begin window, just click next. In the server selection, next. In the server roles window, click clear to clear activity directory domain services. We're going to clear this. Click remove features. The validation result message box should show up. States that you must demote the domain controller first. Click demote this domain controller as soon as mine pops up here. Come on. Losing connection just for a second, sorry. Trying to get my Blueberry to show back up. Make sure we're recording all right. Yes, I see it. This connection should come back. So when the connection comes back, we're going to click on demote this domain controller right here. In the credentials window, which we're in right now, click the last domain controller in the domain box right here. As soon as it gets there. Come on. Last domain checkbox, and then click next. In the warnings window, click proceed with removal, and then click next. In the removal options window, click remove DNS zone. Right here, this is the last DNS server that hosts the zones. And click remove application partitions also. And then click next. In the new administrator password window, which we're looking at right now, type password capital PASSWORD 01 and confirm it. And then click next. Giving authorization to do that. Just ignore that. That's my slow computer. Okay, in the review options window, click demote. After a while, the server restarts. And after it restarts, we're just going to review that everything went good. A couple more steps, and then that should be the end of the video. Watching it restart here in a second. There we go. Watching my progress window. Preparing the directory service. Stop service. Now look on. A little downtime. Come on. It's getting there. Okay, Active Directory domain services successfully deleted. There we go. They're about to be signed out. Close. Successfully demoted the Active Directory domain controller. That's what we want. Close this, and then it should restart on its own. If it doesn't restart on its own, I'll restart it by itself, and it did. Okay, so after 412 server restarts, log on as administrator on 4 with the password new password, password01. If you remember in prior activities, that's something we didn't do. We were logging in as password02. This time we're gonna prove that our password is switched and just have both of our servers running on the same password now. Okay. And it's finally coming back. Okay. Make sure this 412 server. Yes, it is. Password01. Enter. Okay. Before you promote this server to a DC, change the preferred DNS server address in the TCP IPv4 properties dialog box. We're going to have to go switch that real quick. We're going to share the same IP address now, 1012.1.1. Also set the TCP IPv6 DNS to obtain DNS server addresses automatically. That's the next step we're going to do. All right. Welcome back. So, ignore that. Forward server 2. Right click on your start. Go to network connections. Go inside your Ethernet. Go to your properties. Go to TCP IPv4 first. Switch this address to 10.12.1.1. And then we're going to go to TCP IPv6 and use make sure it obtains addresses automatically. Obtain DNS server address automatically. Okay, we're good on that. Okay. Open Server Manager if necessary and click the notifications flag. Let's get out of my network connections first. Click on your notifications flag right here. Next, click Promote this server to a domain controller right here. In the deployment configuration window, accept the default deployment operation. And then also add a domain control to an existing domain. And when I have the access to do that, we're going to type in 412dom1.local because we are no longer using the forest. Okay. Add a domain control to an existing domain. 412dom1local. Okay. 412dom1local. Let me double check in the domain text box. Click the change button and type 412 dom1/administrator for the username and then password01. Click OK and then click next. In the domain controller option, Windows accept the default settings for domain controller capabilities and site information. As soon as it gets there. And for the password, We're going to use password 01, confirm it. Alright, there we go. Click next. In the DNS options window, click next. In the additional windows, click next. In the pass window, accept the default settings and click next. In the review options window, click next. In the prerequisites check window, click install. Of course, it has to check it real quick. It is good to go. Install it. Active Directory is installed and server restarts. Changing domain membership, configure the local, replicating the schema, replicating configuration, going through all its replication stages, setting the computer's DNS computer name, securing Caballero's policy, DNS server. It's doing it as fast as it can on my little tiny weak system. There we go. Close out of here. Close out of here. Should restart automatically. As soon as it does restart, we're going to go back into the activity directory, which will be installed after the server restarts, of course. And it's doing that right now. Okay. After the server restarts, log on as administrator with the password password01. It's coming back to life here in a second. We're in the waiting game. That's how we're doing. 18, that's not so bad. Circling and circling, circling. Okay. Password 01. Enter. Note that you're now logging on to 412.dom1.local. That is the purpose of this activity, making sure that they're on both on 412.1 local. And I'm going to go open activity directory uses a computer to verify that 412 server 1 and 412 server 2 are both in the domain controller's organizational unit. Let's go check that out. As soon as my server manager pops up. It's coming up right now. Taking its time. Connection has been lost for just a second. It'll be right back. Okay. Server manager is up. Come up here to our activity directors, directory users and computers. Verify that 412 server 1 and 412 server 2 both in here. Actually, there we go. 401 server 1, 401 server 2, both in there. Notice that the site column shows that both servers are in Site 12, which is good. Close activity directory users and computers. Stay logged on for both servers if you continue to your next activity. Thank you for joining me on this tonight, guys. Any questions, comments, feel free to leave on my YouTube channel. And have a good night.